Greetings, Reverend. A joyous morning Lord's Eve to you.
Hey, Steve. Thanks for coming out, man. Yeah. Hey, did your wife bring those crockpot meatballs? I saw her name on the volunteer sheet. I was just thinking my tummy's grumbly, you know what I'm saying, man?
Why, yes, she did. There to take care of those tummy grumblies right away. Did you by chance bring that drunken pastor?
No, who told you about a drunken pastor in here? No.
Why, I saw him upon the front stoop, dressed most irreverently, shouting obscenities, a stapler of all things. He went running towards the north gate with a giant, a man in a $3 suit, and an intern.
No, an intern, by Lathander. I thought you must have been talking with my wife. Well, enjoy the ceremony, Steve. Thanks for coming, man. And, but, you know, it does make you wonder what those fellows are going to do up there by the gate at this time of night.
Yes, indeed. Happy morning, Lord's Eve.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Charisma Checked, a real play D&D podcast about the trials of fantasy corporate life. My name is Aaron. I'll be your Director of Variant Human Resources this evening. And joining me are four friends who actually right now we're having kind of a tender moment, are putting on their starting gear. Those of you who are familiar with D&D, who have been listening for the last few episodes, will recognize that we haven't really been declaring the classes or any special abilities or anything of these guys. Just now, we're going to kind of take a moment to let you all know how they're looking in their starting gear and what kind of classes they'll be playing for the rest of our intrepid adventure. So, gentlemen, take it away.
I am Brad, and I play Alrin Tuttle Thunder to be exact. And he, doffing, as it's actually called, his work outfit and a nice business suit that he paid many dollars for, he takes that off and then begins to don his chainmail armor, puts a nice wooden ornate shield on his left hand, picks up a warhammer in his right, clips on a little leather belt, and in the back of the belt he slides that pamphlet for Lathander down in there just to hold it in place as you feel some holy energy flowing through it, as he is a paladin of Lathander.
Yep, and the lovable piece of garbage John is currently taking off his suit, which he's going to put right back on over some leather armor that he's strapping on underneath. And hiding in his suit coattails is some hidden daggers. He's got two daggers on him.
And I'm Freddy. I play the character of Silt. And Silt is stripped down to his boxers currently and is now reapplying a shirt, and then he's going to put on his scale mail armor, and then he's going to go ahead and grab his tinker's tools, his light crossbow, his dagger, and his light hammer, and he is now officially an artificer.
My name's Greg. I am playing Theodore Anderson, certified accountant, and now officially warlock. He is donning his light, darkly colored leather cloak with some darkly colored clothes underneath, putting on his hood, and on his right hip, he's got a holster for his trusty stapler, Stapulus.
So you guys are suiting up in an alleyway. In our last session, you guys had just finished running away from the police after learning that your boss, Joseph Almsworthy, had been murdered, and Al had to keep a dinner date. So you all made it to Pubster's, where you spent an awkward meal where John was reunited with Silt and Ted, and you all interrupted Al, who was parting very emotionally with his wife, Liliana. And you guys have made your way down the main street to the gate out of Greenwater. This is the only thoroughfare that leads out of the city and up to the city of Borthon, 40 miles to the north, where you need to meet up with your new office for Ozzy's Olfactorium. But first, you have to find a way to get through the gate. And it's a busy night. You've been promised no help from Ozzy, who got you hooked up with your gear, to actually get through. And there are a lot of folks arriving, having their passports checked, coming in, and then going through immigration to get out of the city. And there's kind of a little depot of carts and things waiting to get out. But it's up to you guys to figure out how you're going to escape the city without attracting the notice of those who want you imprisoned and tried unfairly for the murder of Joseph Almsworthy.
Without a second thought, John's immediately going to head over towards the carts.
Okay. Yeah, they're mostly manned. There are people or standing near them, people, cart drivers having a drink. The guys from the Teamsters hanging out, chatting. they're big, long, 30-foot carts full of who knows what, raw ore and iron from the mountains, canned fish and barrels of beer, leaving green water, all kinds of materials like that, potion bottles and crates of all sorts. These are guarded. Often, very rarely will one teamster will not drive alone. Typically, they'll have somebody to protect them on the road. So you'll see these guys in pairs, chatting, having a drink, waiting in line to have their baggage inspected before they leave.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of like feel out the area, just kind of inspecting things. About how many carts are there in this like gathered area?
There are about 6 in a line.
Okay, and they're all pretty well watched right now, or are they kind of off having their own drinks?
Well, their horses are mounted to them, so these guys are kind of off guard. They're chatting with each other, hooting and hollering about this or that.
I'm gonna find one with like bedding or like clothing materials, and try to like just slide in underneath one of them.
Wait, John, what's the plan?
I
We all gotta go.
I feel like it was pretty obvious. Just
Should we all try to hide?
I guess, yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's that difficult. I've done this many a times. It's not that hard.
Wait, you have?
Yeah. Wait, are you guys saying you haven't?
No, I can't say I usually sneak into cities.
No, I don't think I've ever snuck out of a city either.
Not in a long time, I should say.
I thought you guys were true business people.
I'm a lawyer.
Sounds more like skullduggery.
Well, listen, there are a lot of things that can happen in business, and you gotta get out of town. So this is the best way to do it. Trust me, I've done this many a times. Just follow my lead. Come with me. Come on.
Okay.
I'm gonna start by picking up. I'm just gonna pick up Silt and just kind of like shove him under some of the bedding.
Well, can I get a stealth roll from all of you?
Of course.
Because these are our man's carts.
I don't think Al's gonna join with that.
Yeah, I don't know that Silt wants to, but it sounds like he's being dragged against his will. Silt has disadvantage on stealth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So this should be interesting.
I'll join in. I'll roll stealth.
The first one's a 15. Okay, I got a
my
15.
God.
That was my lowest, was 15.
I got a 6.
I got a 21.
As you guys are approaching the cart, luckily enough for you all, there actually is a long cart loaded with. You can see kind of peeking out from under the tarp covering it all. There's some fabrics and clothes and pillows and such being transported out from the textile factory. The guy driving the cart is just kind of chatting, facing the opposite direction. But as John, Silt, and Ted sneak up, the guard with him, who's well armed, turns and says, he sees you all clearly. Like you make eye contact, like Ted makes a tink or something like that, or somebody's dagger drags on the ground. The guard says, "Oh, you freeloaders, back off. Nobody's getting a free ride out on this cart."
Freeloaders.
I thought this was our cart.
Yeah.
Sorry about. We'll get out of the way then.
Terribly sorry. I'm trying to lead my friend out of this area. He's had a couple too many drinks tonight. Oh, okay. All right. All right.
And he shakes his head, But that's not such a horribly uncommon thing to happen.
Idiot.
They resume chatting, but they're all looking out.
Ted walks back defeated to Al.
Yeah, how'd that go for you guys?
Well, not great.
It's been better.
What if we tried to formulate a way out of here instead of just spur of the moment?
No, I like that idea. That sounds good to me.
I thought my idea was pretty good, but I guess we can give the other
What
one
kind
a shot.
of what kind of skills you guys got?
Usually, I'm pretty good at sneaking around.
Okay.
Well, not that time, but you look like a sneaky fellow.
Yeah, you do.
I could staple things.
Okay, well, that sounds more like a skill from your stapler.
I'm sure that'll
Pretty-
be useful.
Pretty
I'm
good
sure
at
that'll be
cards
useful.
too.
Ah.
You might be able to do
But,
slightly more things with me than you think, Ted.
Oh, is that so?
Well, we've been working together.
Can you do the thing where you flip the stapler bottom around and it kind of bends the staples out?
I don't know why you would suggest such a thing as that. That's so offensive. I can't believe you would even say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. What sorts of things can you do?
Well, I mean, the thing that you can do now, Ted, with my power and yours combined, don't you feel like there might be some new things you can do?
Is that what I felt in the prison there between us?
Oh, Well, I can't really speak so much for what you feel, but I'm saying that there are new things you literally can do now. I will help you.
Guys, just so you know, also I can imbue objects with some effects. Like I can make one talk for 6 seconds. I can make one smell like whatever smell we want. That could be handy.
Ted senses he can create a minor illusion.
Yeah, that's one of those things.
He'll try to create just a box in front of everybody and see if it works.
Yeah. What kind of box?
Just a really big wooden crate. It's a 5-foot cube. Actually, it's not that big.
Yeah. So you set your mind to it, and Stapulus empowers you. Yes, do it, Ted. And you project with your mind through your newfound dark powers a crate, an illusory crate.
Oh, look at that!
What? Where'd that box come from?
Whoa, how'd that
came from me? I think.
What is that?
Ted?
Did you make that happen, Ted?
I don't really know how it works, but I just felt it.
Silk goes up to try and touch the box.
His hand just goes through.
Oh, very good, Ted.
So you can make weird smells, and you can make.
Well, I can do more than just smells.
Okay. What if we try to make some kind of, distraction to take the guards' attention somehow with these newfangled abilities you had, and then we just kind of booked it out of here?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Question: do you know how to make things smell explosive?
Ooh.
What does explosive smell like?
I guess gunpowder?
Fire?
I mean, Ted, can you make other illusions with your
I
box?
think so. I'm sure there's a size limit, perhaps, 5 feet cubed.
Yeah, but could you make it look like something was on fire, and then I can do a nonverbal sound, which sounds like fire?
I think that can, I can give it a try, I think.
And then we could make it look like the guards' quarters is on fire.
Oh, now you're thinking.
Or I could literally just light the guards' quarters on fire.
I don't know if that's
idea,
necessary. I don't really want to cause that kind of harm to the guards if we can get past that.
Okay.
How many guards are at the gate?
There are 8 that you can count.
Oh,
4
that's a lot of guards.
coming in,
Okay.
4 going out.
I'll tell you what. You guys create the fake explosive, and I'll get the guards' attention over to you guys. How big of a fire do you think you could make?
5 feet cubed.
Ted, what does that exactly mean, Ted? As the accountant, you should know this kind of thing.
Well, it's it's about the size of this box that I made, I think.
Ted, I really can't go bigger than that right now, man. I think that's all that we can get.
Yeah,
We'll get there. I promise it'll be more.
That's all she's gotten her, sadly.
I mean, that's still pretty big. That's larger than me. That's like 5 by 5 by 5 feet,
Yeah, that's probably a big enough fire. I would say that would grab some guards' attention.
Ted will look across the street and sort of find the closest building to the exit of the town, and he'll try to create a minor fire of 5 feet.
Okay.
Do we still have the ream of paper or any paper from that?
Yeah. Well, I suppose you guys have the ream of paper, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to crumple up a paper and imbue that with the sound of fire and then toss it over to his magical fire
so good.
illusion.
All right.
Oh, I respect that. I
Okay.
respect that.
I'm going to sprint over to the guards and scream it. I'll be like, "There's a fire! Fire over there! There's a fire!"
They all look up and see that burning out of a window in a nearby house is an illusory fire. And they hear the sound of the crackling of a fire burning. And a general hullabaloo begins as people from the Teamsters, their guards, the actual police start to run over in that direction.
My kid's in that building.
Say,
Please help him!
Somebody help that guy. Yeah, they run over, and somebody grabs John and says, "Here, let me help you get out of there, sir. Are you okay? Can you breathe?"
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just so nervous, and I'm motioning for the other guys to just go on past.
Here, just sit on the curb.
How many of the guards leave their post?
Well, all of them to stop the fire.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's a pretty serious thing. If the wall kind of...
Okay, yeah.
Ted starts to leg it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna saunter my
These
way.
guys, everybody, there's a general hullabaloo. It takes about 30 seconds for somebody to you hear, as you guys are running out through the gate, to hear somebody say, "Hey, wait a minute, this isn't a fire." Everybody turns and
I immediately stop the sound.
it stops crackling everywhere, and there's some more murmuring, like, "What's going on?" And everybody looks around, and one of the guards eventually says, "Hey, where's that guy who was yelling?" And a general kind of breakout search begins.
Really fast, I'm gonna wipe off my mustache.
He's a genius.
That's his bonus action. That masterfully applied mustache.
Gone.
And
Never to be seen again.
yeah, you guys duck through the gate, and late at night, about 10:30 p.m., you all are on the other side of the walls of Greenwater, facing 40 miles of unregulated forest before you get to Borthon.
Hey guys, that was actually kind of easy.
Yeah, I feel like that was going to take longer.
Have any of you guys camped outside before?
Oh, it's it's been a long time there, but I used to a lot as a child.
Okay.
We always went on field trips for the institute to like go get alchemical potion components and stuff. So yeah.
I usually just hitch rides between towns, so I haven't actually gone anywhere.
Well, it seems like we're gonna be hoofing it for the most part to Borthon.
All right, well, let's try to like stay in the shadows, I guess, just in case, because they kind of caught on to the ruse. So let's hoof it.
Yeah, let's just kind of start booking it.
Yeah. All right. So, when you say booking it, do you mean along like the main road, or how are you guys going to comport yourselves as you're doing this?
Okay, so how's the setup? Like, is it forest either side of the road?
Yes,
or...
it's dense, old forest.
Is there a
on
way
both
that we
sides.
could be like on the side of the road, but still like within a layer of trees?
Yeah, there's
like,
kind
not
of a
too deep,
berm with
but-
some brush. It's not as easy to travel through that because it's thick.
Okay.
But the road itself is actually about 25 or 30 feet wide.
I don't. I think we could just take the road here, guys.
Do we want to, maybe just find a place somewhere deeper in the forest to sleep for the evening, I guess, before we really... Because traveling at night is usually more dangerous.
That's a good point.
All right.
I could take a nap.
Yeah, I think that would be probably the best way to start this out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess we wandered deeper into the forest to find a suitable place to make camp.
So it's been, it's been about, say, I'm trying to do the math in my head, 15 or 16 hours since you started your jobs at Almsworthy Alchemicals. It has been a very long day for all of you. That began with learning that you were heads of departments at a company that has ended with you fleeing from the police for
Fleeing
the
for
murder
your
of
heads
your
of the
boss.
department of the
Creating a
company.
fake
Yes.
fire.
So it's been a long, dramatic day, and you are definitely feeling very, very worn out. And fortunately, in the gear that Ozzy arranged for you, there actually is some simple like tent camping, tarps, and rigging and stuff, so you can set up a very simple camp.
Out of character, I also like got a backpack when I set up my character. Is
Yeah.
it cool if we just say that we have that too?
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, anything like that. Yeah, you guys have got set. You've got your starting gear.
So as we're setting up the tents and everything, Al's gonna ask, so, Ted there, bud, that stapler you got, does it
Yep.
have to sleep per se?
Oh, I don't know. And I'll lean into my coat again. Stapulus, do you sleep?
My sensory experience is never ending, Ted.
Oh, Al, I don't think he sleeps that much.
So
He's a real grinder, kind of the Sigma grind set.
Stays
deal.
on it. I
Sigma
respect that about
grind
him.
set.
I can't turn
Sig-
into a grinder. I've
Not-
tried.
Not yet. He can't.
I really wanted to get a job at Rust House, but they wouldn't hire me.
What?
It's 'cause of Alice.
I guess. See, what else can you turn into besides a stapler? Then.
Well, I could be scissors.
Oh,
Can you be a rock?
Can I? Can you turn into scissors? I think the guys would really like to see that right now.
He says, "Put me on the ground."
Okay, I'll put him on the ground. Check
Yeah.
this out, fellas.
Okay.
So you hear here, I'll have him check for this. Oh yeah. So you hear and in your head, Ted. And you guys watch as over a period of about 10 seconds, the stapler turns into a very evil-looking pair of scissors.
What the fuck?
Can I, out of pure instinct, mid-transformation, as he's starting to transform, I'm going to go over and punt it.
If I see this coming, I'm going to try to block it.
I mean,
we were so close to making some progress.
yeah, I mean, to do two dex checks, I guess. Contested dex.
That is a 8.
Yeah, he beat me. I got a natural 1 with a +3, so
No
4.
way,
Wow.
the first bad roll.
Okay. All right, yeah. So as John goes to kick Stapulus, Ted is able to break his kick while Stapulus is transforming upon the ground.
That thing is a demon, Ted!
John, you got to be a little bit nicer to people's things, you know.
It actively hurt me. That thing is not a normal...
You opened him up without asking.
Yeah, he was a stapler, Ted. He was a stapler.
He's more than a stapler.
Well, I know that now.
Well, yeah,
I know
now
that
he's
now,
scissors.
Ted.
He did somehow
Ted,
turn
look.
into scissors.
Ted, I'm scissors now, look.
Look, Ted, I turned myself into scissors, Ted. I'm
No,
scissors
no,
Scissors
absolutely not.
Stapulus.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry.
I retire. I don't want to do this anymore.
Retired episode
retired.
4.
Yeah.
This is about as far as I expected us to make it, honestly.
So so they're scissors now.
Evil-looking scissors.
All right, guys, I'm gonna start setting up camp.
Oh, we're just done with the investigation of Stapulus.
Well, Silt is done because he's gonna go set up the tent, and then he's gonna go set up an alarm ritual cast. So we're good to
Oh,
sleep.
nice.
Very smart there, Silt.
Thank
Good
you.
thing you're the head of your department there.
Absolutely, this is why they chose me. I make the big bucks. Inexperience.
Honestly, I'm so glad you could do this, because I was going to ask Ted if the scissors could watch us, and I really didn't want to have to deal with whatever that was going to entail.
I could watch for you, Ted.
He could watch for us, guys.
Maybe we should tie up the scissors to make sure we don't,
No, we're not gonna do that.
Oh,
I'll pick up Stapulus and holster him again.
Don't they understand that my desires for our partnership are wholesome, Ted?
He's a wholesome guy, fellas. He just wants to staple, or I guess now to cut different documents and things.
Cut, Ted, yes.
Again, he actively hurt me, guys. I just want to make sure that was known to the group.
John, just help us set up the camp, please.
Silt off in the distance says, "Cutting's a lot less wholesome."
Cutting is a lot less wholesome. He's correct, but whatever. We'll get. Let's go to sleep, please.
Okay, so after 11 minutes, the alarm is established around our camp.
Good.
And yeah, John. Well, not John, but Al has been helping set up the camp and everything as well.
Okay. Great. So yeah, you guys have your camp set up between 3 big trees. You can kind of set up your tents. You do have some rations in your kit.
I'm gonna also imbue 4 pieces of paper folded into nightlights in
that's-
case they
that's
need
awesome.
to see without
Yeah.
lighting a fire.
So now we need to keep track of this. You had 500 sheets of paper. Now
5
you
have been used. We have 495.
495.
Now we're down
Yeah,
to
we gotta be careful.
495.
That's important. Paper check, please.
And, yeah. Paper. Make the paper check.
Who is carrying the paper?
My money's on Silt if he keeps using it.
All right.
Yeah, I've just kind of snuck the paper from John.
So are you guys ready to sleep?
Yeah, let's do
Al's
it.
gonna do a little prayer to himself to Lathander,
Yeah.
before bed.
so
but
he
then
has,
yeah,
Does Ted hear this?
he doesn't say it out loud, bro. You can't say your prayers out loud; they won't come true.
Oh yes. Sorry. Forgot.
Yeah, come on, bro.
I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Silt has doffed his armor and is in his little sleepy sack.
Al definitely sleeps in his armor. He doesn't doff it.
I'm folding up my suit so that it doesn't get
Oh,
dirty.
nice. Okay. Yeah.
Ted is just apologizing to Stapulus. Is he now Scissors? Is his name change?
No, his essence, remains unchanged.
There, Stapulus. I'm really sorry about that John guy. He's he doesn't like you very much. Maybe have you tried to talk to him?
I haven't. No, I didn't think about it.
Well, maybe tomorrow over some breakfast we can just maybe hash it out between us guys here.
Or I could whisper to him at night.
Are you a guy?
What?
Did you just ask Stabulus to gender himself? You're canceled, Ted. You're canceled.
Non-binary stapler.
Sorry.
I'm a stapler, Ted.
I'm sorry.
Or scissors now.
I mean, yeah. I'll just use guys as a familiar in the familiar sense, sort of like in Spanish.
That's fine.
I don't know Spanish, of course, but everything is the male, the male tense. So I apologize.
Okay.
But maybe tomorrow over breakfast we can hash it out, or you can, if you want me to turn you toward where he's sleeping, you can just whisper him some nice things tonight if you want.
I'll think about that, Ted.
Ted, can you please stop talking to the stapler? I'm trying to sleep.
Ted, it's like 3 a.m, dude. Can you please?
Oh. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
I'll roll over.
Yeah, so you guys go to sleep. Miraculously, nothing sets off your alarm over the
good.
night. So you all wake up very refreshed as the sun kind of creeps over the forest, and the little beams start to trickle down on you. It's very peaceful. It's very beautiful, compared to the bustle of the city. You don't have to go far to escape that.
Get a good stretch in there, boys.
I want to say, as people are waking up, John's already in a corner, like doing like his morning routine
doing
workout.
calisthenics. That's good.
Doing some push-ups and some squats. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, some nice form you got there, John.
Oh, thanks. I read it in a magazine. Businessmen gotta stay fit.
Absolutely correct, sir.
I read one time that coffee dehydrates you more than hydrates you. Actually.
Oh yes, drop some knowledge on him.
I think I read that one too. I don't let my kids drink any of that kind of stuff. Just water for us,
I saw how you were eyeing those peach Snapples that
I don't know what
you're
talking
you're not
about.
fooling me there, Al.
No, not Ted. Al's visibly sweating. He just kind of like starts wiping at his brow. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never.
It's sort of a guys retreat. You can drink what you want there.
A guy's retreat.
Wait, is this a guy's retreat? Am I one of the guys now?
We are guys, and we are retreating, I guess.
Hell yeah, I've always wanted to be a part of one of these.
Wait, guys, just to clarify, since I wasn't there for the actual business briefing, is Silk getting paid for this?
Yes, actually.
I think we all are.
I don't know if we ever agreed.
No,
on that
Ozzy said I would be very well compensated.
Hey, can I talk to you guys real quick? Silk, do you mind just waiting over here?
I do mind.
That's unfortunate, man. Do you mind just... I'm sorry, just give us maybe 2 minutes tops.
I'm absolutely going to try to listen in.
So you can have a part of my share if necessary.
All right, thank
So
you.
you want to hang out with Stapulus there? I'm sure you two would get along nice.
Yeah, sure, I'll hang out with Stapulus.
I'll toss Stapulus to Silt.
Stapulus, let me tell you about the time that I saw this man turn himself into a pickle. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh no.
Oh no. What do you want to talk about, John?
We're all in agreement that Silda's still an intern, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can prove himself. He's done pretty well so far, I think, with setting up... No, you listen to me here, John. Everyone deserves to get paid for their equal and correct work.
Hey, listen, Al, as head of HR, I've got one thing to tell you. He is being
There's
paid.
no such thing as HR right now, my friend.
I am always in charge of HR because of my excellent business qualities. Listen, there's something I got to tell you right now. He is getting paid in experience at this point in time. He does not need income. We are already experienced workers. We don't need experience payments. We need money payments.
As a Goliath, does Al find the term HR offensive?
Why would he find HR
Because
offensive?
it's human resources.
It's humanoid resources
Thank
in
you,
the
Freddie.
Forgotten Realms.
He's right. He's actually right.
Nice. I can't help but agree with John there.
Listen,
He's got to prove himself.
Instead of a quarterly evaluation, how about we give him a kind of like a Questly Questly one? I don't know. We just
A milestone one, perhaps?
yeah, we rate his performance every every few big events and then decide if he's earned some kind of payment.
Here's what we'll do. All right, I mapped this out.
The kid deserves a fighting chance.
I agree. All right. Well, listen, hear me out here. We'll start off at a percentage, right? He'll get first. We'll start off at like 1% of what his earnings would actually be, and then he can work his way up to 10% over time.
Sort of a stipend system.
Right. Well, I mean, that money has to go to people, monitoring him and making sure everything's going well. And since we are in charge of him, we should be splitting the rest of it. I'm thinking 40, 30, 20 split.
Well, 40 being the accountant's fee, right?
No.
Oh well, I mean,
I don't think that's.
We can hash that out later. I think.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll figure it out. The percentages are going to change. Things will get maneuvered around, but we'll take. We'll withhold the money from him so he gets better experience, and then when the time comes and he's ready, he can get up to 10% of what he's earning.
And maybe we can keep that 10% as sort of like a group fund, maybe because we're gonna have to pay for lodging and food and things like that.
Yeah,
yeah. So he'll be providing.
Hey guys, are you done talking? Yeah. Can we go to Bothan now?
Yes, let's please go to Bothan.
I'll take Stapulus back. Does he have anything to say about learning about pickles?
I know. He offers no comment.
Stapulus is thinking about what he would look like as a pickle, as what my headcanon is. So I guess we head back to the main road and just begin kind of walking on the side of that.
I'm down for that.
It's a very long trek to Borthen, about 40 miles, like I said, and you guys have not made it even one from the city yet. So, but it is a crisp and beautiful morning, and you guys get to stretch out some of the pain from the previous day. And you travel along at a decent pace on the road. And like I said, the deeper you get, the bigger the trees get. This is really an untamed wilderness. I mean, it's verdant beauty. You occasionally see animals. There's tons of birds and small mammals and things. You see deer crossing the path. It's very beautiful. It's very nice. And you all travel this way. You manage to keep a pace of moving about 4 or 5 miles an hour as you kind of trot along the roadside. And you make it, you would guess, 10 or 12 before anything abnormal happens. But making it about that far, it's John, actually, who hears this first. Can I get an order for your walking, by the way?
Al will likely be in the front.
John and Al are both fighting for the leading position, I think.
Actually, Al will let John take the front.
I'm pretty small, so I feel like I'm lagging behind.
Ted's going to be toward the back as well, so he can converse with Stapulus.
Silt's shooting side glances every time he sees him talk to Stapulus.
Yeah, and you and Stapulus just keep up a running correspondence at this point.
Yeah.
While I hear them talk, can I roll to see if I can hear Stapulus speaking?
You can. Roll perception.
I was hoping for Arcana, but I'll take perception. I got a 4. So
okay. Yeah. No. You don't. As closely as you listen, you don't hear anything except for the sounds of the forest around you.
Silt makes a mental note.
Ted clearly hears something because he thinks he does because he's talking a great deal. As if he's 50% of a conversation.
I'm gonna look over at Silt and start laughing to Stapulus, as if we were just making comment that he tried to hear us.
Look, you see how I can feel it. He's straining his ears, but he can't. It doesn't really work that way, Ted.
He's an intern still. He's not really familiar with the way the world works yet.
Well, it's not an audible sound, but it's kind of your mind reverberating with my energy.
Oh,
so it's a pretty intimate connection.
Do I even need to be speaking out loud?
Absolutely not. No. Totally unnecessary, in fact.
The kind of feels more natural to me. I might just keep doing it.
It feels more natural just to talk to yourself instead of just to. I mean, I think your friends are getting a little suspicious of us. I don't think it's going to further our mission.
Our mission? Oh, I mean,
documents.
Do we really need them for stapling documents?
No, but they might prevent us from doing that.
Oh.
Hey, Ted, did you get that at the parchment and such?
Yeah. Remember when I showed you I had sort of booted a stapler? Well, that was Stapulus here, who's now Scissors.
I'm pretty accustomed to working with magical items. Can I actually, just look at him real quick?
No.
Oh. Well, all right. I was gonna...
Trust me. So you're gonna want to stay the hell away from
Well,
the
I
thing.
was maybe gonna help out Ted here, and maybe it's got, some secret power. I mean, it can turn into scissors, but maybe it's, super powerful scissors,
No,
If the man just wants to play with the scissors, let the man play with the scissors.
we don't need any help.
At this point, I've given up.
Don't worry, Stapulus. I won't let them touch you.
That's good. No, I prefer that.
Ted, you literally just
Your
let me
gentle
touch
caress,
him.
Ted.
I just told him about the pickle man.
Just every time I groan.
Is that a euphemism, Silt? What exactly do you mean by
Well,
pickle
you
man?
see, there was once this man, and I watched him turn into a pickle, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
You know what? I'm sorry for asking.
So we just continue down
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
road.
we just
so
continue
so you guys walk on down the road, and I was asking the order because as you are walking, John actually, because he has the highest perception, and because he's first, he notices this first. There's an odd kind of a gross stink in the air as you all walk along the road. As you try to detect its source, you look up, John, and see that there is a little purplish being up in a tree staring at the roadway about 20 feet up ahead of you. You can see through the trees. And,
Does it look
It
humanoid?
seems to reek.
Oh, it reeks.
It has a humanish head and face, but a really small, gnarled body. It's not more than 2 feet tall. Long, blue knuckles and long, hairy toes. It kind of grips up lanky hair coming down from its head. And it kind of looks down at the road. You can smell it. Just this odor is foul.
I'm gonna immediately dash into a clearing in the forest and try to hide as quickly as possible.
John?
John?
John,
Hey,
where
you're
are
right
you
there.
going?
Shh.
Why?
What for, buddy? I don't
I'm
really
still
see
in a
anything.
bush, but my finger points out and points right at the.
Roll stealth if you're going to make a bustle.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
20, dirty 20.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so you dive. The thing, as you can see, it keeps its little beady yellow eyes to keep kind of looking out at from its branch in the tree, looking out at the road.
But he pointed at it, so did we see where it was before he jumped into the
No,
bush?
I mean I jumped into the bush and
Yeah.
I'm in the bush and I'm now motioning towards it from the bush.
Oh, but you're so stout that I don't think I know where you went. Is the thing.
Oh,
I don't think he's tried to hide from.
Oh,
from
okay,
you
okay.
guys.
He is on the opposite side of a bush that the creature is.
Oh,
You
okay.
can see
and,
him.
he points up at it. And do we look, I guess,
Yeah.
where he pointed?
Yeah, you
and
guys can see it. When he points it out,
that
you guys can see
thing?
it.
Stapulus, what do you think of that guy there?
Oh,
Is he a
my.
friend?
I don't know what that is.
Uh-oh.
Should we try to speak with it, guys?
Hey, hello up there.
Oh,
Creature!
while they're doing that, I'm gonna
Creature!
sneak around the right and try to get behind it.
Its head flicks right with a crick in its neck,
Oh,
and it looks at you with its foul face and smiles with these horrible pointy teeth.
oh, guys, it's
And,
smiling. It's friendly.
He's friendly.
None of you speak Sylvan, right?
Correct.
Correct.
No, sir.
Yeah, so you all hear. As
Does
it tries to
Stapulus
speak to
understand it?
you. And no.
Dang it.
Do you speak common?
What's that thing saying, Ted? And it
Oh, he's laughing
disappears
at us now.
for a second,
Guys, it laughed at me. It's just like you.
and then teleports in another tree branch closer to you,
Oh.
Oh, never mind. It teleported.
just above your heads.
so
my.
it can see me now, right?
It can't see you,
Okay,
but
okay.
it can see the rest of the party.
I'm gonna walk. I'm just
hello,
gonna move away
creature?
from directly underneath it.
Do you want some food? And I open up a ration.
Yeah, and it goes, and you hear this like this oozing sound. It kind of horfs and oozes from its skin this wretched oil that kind of seeps down from the tree all over the ground and onto you guys. It actually falls onto John, but he doesn't see it.
I'm holding in vomit. I'm like,
Whoa.
and it laughs. You know, it's like
Hey, you seem like you're having fun there. Why don't you come down here? Say hello.
And he kind of cocks his head and looks at you.
Do you like jokes? Is that why you're laughing all the time?
Can I use your oil for potions?
Bit of a personal question there, Silt.
I know, but maybe he wants to hang out with us.
It kind of looks at its oily skin. You see it kind of like it flips out of existence and then floops back onto the road.
Oh.
On the road in front of us?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go there, friend.
It points at you guys and laughs again. You're like,
Oh no, that's just rude. You don't point at people.
I slowly kind of walk closer to it and lay the ration down. You want this?
kind of it looks a little nervous about you.
And I back away from the ration after I put it down.
But it walks up, and like I said, it's about 2 feet tall. It's a little purple thing.
Oh, it's basically my height.
Takes a bit of biscuit and sniffs it, and then it gives it one of those like it eats the whole thing, and it kind of stuffs it in, and it just feasts on the whole thing.
You looked hungry. That's what I thought.
As it's doing that, I'm gonna go to attack it while it's distracted.
Oh,
that's
Okay.
messed up, John.
All right. Well, what do you do?
I'm gonna go for a sneak attack if I'm close enough to it.
oh no.
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. That's a 20.
Dirty.
Dirty?
Nat.
No, that's a nat 20. Nat
Okay.
20.
Whoa, no!
Oh, this thing's about to get
You
eviscerated.
crit on your stealth attack.
I thought he was gonna be our little pet buddy.
So that means you roll 2d4 and 2d6.
Freddy, I had also considered that option.
Oh,
Okay.
I was gonna name him Dave.
2d4 and 2d6. Okay, cool. Oh wow, okay. That's gonna be a total of 13 damage.
Oh my god.
I astoundingly, he doesn't die.
Yes!
He doesn't actually perish.
John, what are you
But
doing?
are you stabbing him with a knife?
I'm just kind of slashing at him. It's not like a direct I'm gonna kill it right away. It's more or less to just kind of scare it off. But I'm doing too good of a job of scaring it off.
Yeah, so you maim it.
John, what the
You
hell?
slash across, and this horrible ooze comes out of it, and he goes, and it creeps away.
I'm
from
revving
you.
up for a second
Or
attack.
tries to.
I try to stand between him and the creature. John, what the fuck?
Should we roll initiative so we have an action order?
Yeah, I guess so. Now that the sneak attack is over.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm sorry, guys. I thought he was dangerous. He's got
He hasn't done anything.
So okay, do we have any 20+ initiatives?
I have a 21.
I got a 5.
It's a 9 from me.
10 for me.
So after the sneak attack round, he's severely wounded, and you see he immediately turns, teleports, blips out of existence, and pops up in another tree, much further down the road, about 30 or 40 feet or so, and you can hear the where he comes back, kind of deflates, and he's gonna run into the tree line. Off the road.
Whew.
You hear him gibbering and mewling.
You guys are welcome.
John, what the fuck,
What do you
He
man?
didn't do anything, man.
John, he was a
You
friendly.
didn't know what
How
he
do
was
you guys know he was
fella.
friendly?
He literally didn't attack us.
How do you know he wasn't friendly?
Listen, he was coming at us. If he didn't want that to happen to him, he should have avoided us. That's all I'm saying.
John, I was gonna name him Dave.
John, I was feeding him literal food. He wasn't coming at
Well, I
us.
thought you were setting up a distraction
we
for
were
me.
inviting. No.
Oh. I've clearly misread
What?
the situation here.
John, have you heard of the castle doctrine?
What is this?
Oh no. Here we go.
Never mind, John. I'll teach you later when we have more time. It's about what denotes as self-defense and what denotes as assault.
Listen, he clearly came at us. Somebody has to be in agreement with me here.
Stapulus says in John's mind, I totally saw him do it, man.
Oh no!
Oh no.
John starts to run his
John,
fingers through his hair stressed. That is distressing. Now he's a little on edge.
John, are you okay?
Now he's on edge?
Listen, everything that happened before was calculated. He thought the group was on his side. He made a miscalculation there.
All right.
Honest mistake.
Sure, understood.
John, don't just attack things in the future, maybe.
What if this was his forest and he was a little bit scared of us?
He
you
seemed pretty scared when he ran away after getting almost slashed in
Well, of
half.
course, my goal was to scare him away, and I did such. So I think I made the right call.
Well, could have accomplished that without turning him into.
He's not dead, is he? He got away. I mean,
Yeah, should we go check
Most
on him
things
or
find loud sounds scary, not, knives through backs.
I'm sure he's fine. You guys are just overreacting. It's no big deal.
I would love to check on him, but I don't think we're going to be able to catch up to wherever he was blipping off to.
Yeah, that's a good
You still
point.
hear it kind of gibbering in the woods, not far.
Although
up
I
the
do
road.
hear it gibbering in the woods, not far up the road.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god!
Still, if you think you can track it, I'll follow you, but...
All right, I'm gonna go track it.
All right, I'll follow.
Stapulus, you think John was right there, or?
Well, that thing gave me kind of an evil energy. I don't think it was wholesome. Unlike me.
You know what? You make a good point. I'll sort of clap John on the shoulder. I'll say, you know what? You might not have done it the right way, but you knew what you were doing and you believed it to be right, so I support it.
Hey, Ted, listen, I know we've had some issues in the past with the whole stapler thing going on, but I just wanted you to know that I do see you as a friend. I'm here to support you, and I'm glad you're here to support me as well.
Oh, that means a lot to me there, John.
Of course.
Just don't open Stapulus again, and
No, I've definitely learned my lesson. I've learned my
horrible
lesson
things
there.
won't happen to you next time.
Yeah. What is that? What is that oil he leaked off of? What is this? And I'm gonna kind of inspect
now it's
oil on the ground.
It's all over my hand now.
It's a slippery, sticky, like mineral oil almost, but it's black. Not very viscous, it just kind of runs off of you, but it's very slick.
I bet we could protect a wooden cutting board with this.
Oh, that'd be pretty nice. Actually, let me try something. I'm just gonna kind of dip one of my daggers in it.
Such a niche joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so you do
dagger
that. You kind of rub the dagger up your arm on the flat side, and it gets coated. It's gleaming.
Syl is going to roll to track down Dave as he's named him.
Yeah.
That's only 11. Shit.
Well, I mean, you can still hear it making sound. So as you kind of creep up the road, you can see that it's kind of making its way slowly but unhappily, and through the tree line back into some direction deeper in the forest.
Dave, wait! I can heal you.
And he looks back mournfully, mistrustfully.
Dave,
I'm sorry for our friend John.
Dave, I promise. How do I persuade him? Ow!
I don't know. I never had a dog.
It kind of points in the direction it's moving. One long blue finger kind of points back shakily, and it keeps going that way.
Dave, I'm gonna follow you.
Yeah, so I guess we just keep following where he pointed to.
I guess John and I are just trotting along behind.
I'm sure it's not hard to follow a Goliath's tracks through a forest.
This beeping and blipping creature, you follow for maybe 100 yards off the road until you first hear in the distance, and again it's John because he's got stronger ears than most of you lot. Hears in the distance a sound like crying, like a young child in fear.
Oh.
I hide again.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh no! I don't like where that's going.
John, why are you hiding now?
I heard something up ahead. Could be
What did you
dangerous.
hear?
What did you hear?
Some kind of crying.
You think crying is going to be dangerous?
It's probably Dave, honestly.
Yeah, I would
He's
presume
probably
it's
hurt pretty
Dave
bad.
who was slashed.
You guys go on ahead, and I'll pick up on any cues you give me. if I should
Sure.
attack or not.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll be sure to
John,
yell,
sure.
"Don't attack Dave!"
You just follow our lead, John.
That seems like a pretty good cue. I do like
You know-
that. Yeah, that's good.
Fellas, this is like a little bit away from John. Fellas, John seems a little on edge. Maybe we should just let him sort of follow behind. Maybe he's a little worried about the purple guy, but doesn't want
Yeah,
to
that
tell
could
us.
be. Dave, I'm coming.
You might be onto something there, Ted.
All right, we followed Dave.
I'm gonna trail the group as stealthily as possible.
Okay. So,
All right.
as you sneak behind your own party, Dave kind of leads the way, swinging through the trees, gruffly and bustling about. And the crying sound gets louder, but it is not from Dave. It's from it's from further ahead.
Oh, guys, there's a second crying.
And and eventually you will come to the edge of a clearing, which is rare in these woods as far as you all have seen, where there's a huge dead tree stump, at least 10 or 15 feet high. And the crying sound you hear is coming from within this stump. You don't see anything else of note in this clearing. But Dave kind of points generally in that direction and kind of leaps from tree to tree and looks concerned.
Hello?
Don't worry, Dave. We're coming there.
Yeah.
So does there look like to be any like easy way to enter the tree stump, or is it just like you have to go up and over?
I mean, it's all covered in knots and gross stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, dead branches. There's some dead bushes and stuff around the base of it. So, yeah, there's some footing.
I'm keeping an eye on Dave.
I will try and, I guess, climb up the tree stump some and to, like, peek inside of it.
Yeah, so you climb up there without too much difficulty. You kind of look down, and the tree stump is hollow on the inside with a big floor of, like, peat moss and ferns and old organic matter, at the bottom. And at the base of this stump, there is a little human child, a young girl, who is weeping. Crying like how people do. That's mine. I can't do much better young girl crying than that.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Hey, are you good?
And she looks up and sees you, and it's like it just gets worse. Like, yeah,
Are you all right, little girl? Hold on, I'll be right in. And I come over the top and slide down next to her.
Yeah, so you slide down.
Hey, Al, maybe she's a little scared of you. You're kind of a big guy.
She kind of steps away from you, like, and up against the edge of the stump.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I back away kind of like as far as I can in the stump still, and just Al like kind of like kneels down. He's not going to be her height, obviously, but he's going to get as small as he can.
That's fine.
Aaron, as this is going on, can I kind of get a lay of the land and see like around the stump? Like I'm on edge and I'm just checking to see if there's anything going on.
So there's a little purple thing that you stabbed is in the trees.
Yeah.
And it's kind of gibbering and making sound and pointing. But you don't see anything else that looks horribly suspicious. There's some. I mean, you can see some shuffling. Something like footprints in the moss and the dirt, and there's some slid marks around in the mud.
All right, I'm just gonna kind of keep my weapons ready. I'm ready for anything. Yeah.
Ted's gonna hang out outside of the stump.
I say, yeah, Al's gonna still be in the stump. He's like, do you need help out of the stump? Do you know where you're? Like, are you lost? What's wrong?
He says, do you know where my dad is?
No, I don't think so. What does your dad look like? I haven't seen anyone in quite a while myself.
Well, we were on the road together, and I jumped off, but I think he kept going, and I don't know where he went. And now the bushes won't let me leave.
The what?
The bushes outside.
Like they're physically stopping you, or they're just like too tall for you to get through?
Try to leave.
This tree stump?
Yes. They won't let me
Al
out.
tries to clamber back out.
Yeah. And as you climb out of the stump, you kind of are sliding down the edge. Because like I said, it's 10 or 12 feet tall. And as you're sliding down, your foot comes into contact with one of the dead bushes at the base of the tree.
Uh-huh.
And, as would be normal, it kind of gets stuck in a bramble. But as you pull your foot away, you're disturbed that it seems to be resisting you.
Oh.
And you turn back to see that several of the bushes at the base of this tree have gnarled little knotted faces, almost like mockeries of humanoid faces. And this one that has your leg grips you deeply as it steps up with little rooty legs and yowls at you. Yeah, and two more do this near the base of the tree. You guys should roll initiative.
Oh!
thank you so much for listening to episode 4 of Charisma Checked, featuring myself, Freddy, as Silt, Cade as John Smitherson, Brad as Alrin Tuttle Thunder, Greg as Theodore Anderson, and Aaron as our DM. All our social medias can be found linked in the description. Please reach out to us. We love hanging out with you guys. We love being able to chat with you guys. Also, I just ordered some Charisma Checked stickers. So if you use hashtag Charisma Checked Podcast, I'm going to choose 5 tweets that tweet out their favorite moment from the show, and I'm going to send you guys some stickers. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you have DMs open, and we'll try to get you guys some free merch for just tweeting about the show. Word of mouth is the main way we get out there. So if you're willing to do that, share this with a friend, leave a review, any of the above, that would be stellar. We also have a Discord if you want to hang out with us. We'd love to see you there. Our next episode is going to air in 2 weeks on March 30th. I hope to see you guys then. Thank you again so much for listening, and have a good rest of your day. Don't be like John. Don't stab a creature that you know nothing about. All right, bye.
Hold on, sorry. My dog is barking at the neighbor
That's
dogs.
fine.
Let me just go try to calm her down real
no
quick.
worries.
Cue some Jeopardy music. Yeah, no need to cut this. This is S tier content right here.
Oh yeah, this is what the people are craving.